I think that as men, we have to accept the idea that yeah, you're strong, yeah, you're a great man, but you're gonna die like everybody else, and you have to think about that. Dr. Rogers.
Yeah. So I'll leave you with a quick one sentence: is DNA is the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger.
Okay. All right. Now we're all sufficiently depressed. So okay. So
yeah,
I got okay. I'm gonna frame your question on this, man. Something Mai said earlier. I've been taking notes because y'all just smart guys, man, and I'm learning. Aj mentioned some things. He mentioned that like right now, politically, we have a lot going on in the world. We got the wars, the inflation, credit card debt. He mentioned that, and it made me think about how sometimes these spectacles. What y'all might know the quote, something like "Give them bread and circuses."
Bread and circuses.
Yeah. And that made me think. I wonder if these sorts of things, like where this play is being run on us by the politicians. We just went through a contentious election. Black men were the center of that in terms of the conversation. Now I know that you were pardoned by Trump, and I don't know how that affected your political loyalties or not. But did you have anything to say about that, just in terms of the politics of not just what's happening with this fight? Maybe the fight had nothing to do with politics, but just the shape of the country right now and where Black men are kind of in that whole back and forth.
Well, I think first, in line with what you said before I forget, this sideshow, I don't believe that that's the kind of bread and circus they do. The Diddy thing is that now. It's real lives at stake. You know, they put the show out there, but they make somebody's actual life freedom. I mean, they make that the sideshow while whatever they want to do is over here. And they really take Black men to a place where we get entertained by somebody's demise. So I think that politically then, our barbershop conversations have gone from the kind of conversations that my generation used to hear about with King and Malcolm and Snake versus SCLC or some of the larger conversations about Black men and where we are in this world. You know, we get to it in the shop, but then Diddy comes up. And so then it's like freak offs and stuff like that, which takes us away from whatever the political, the dynamic political moment that we live in right now. Donald Trump, he did something nobody else would do. You know, he told Alice Johnson and Jared Kushner in the Oval Office on January 12th, when Alice Johnson asked him to give me a pardon or commutation, he just said, "I'm gonna help the guy." And the next morning at 8:41 a.m., he signed my commutation. I never met Donald Trump, never been in a room with him, never shook his hand, and he just did it. And so, yeah, I looked for him for 2 years, finally found him, went down to Mar-a-Lago and met with him and talked to him, and we kicked it about politics. And what I was very impressed about the intuitive nature of Donald Trump, Al Sharpton actually told me, when you get with him personally, he's going to be a lot different than you see him on the stage. And he was. He asked a lot of questions. There was a lot of back and forth. And it was interesting to me how he was thinking. But that didn't incline or inform the way I thought about this election. You know, I was thankful to him, but there was just somebody on the other side that I could support. I really couldn't. After being inside, I was on the Democratic National Committee. I served on it. I fought Democrats for 10 years. I really did, because the body politic part, the appropriations, the access to government, the contracts from government, that discussion we are completely not involved in whatsoever. In the political campaign side, they're spread around money. Democrats spread money better than Republicans. Democrats engage people in communities better than Republicans. Democrats get money to people in neighborhoods. The old lady on the block, they'll get national Democratic money to that old lady and change her life for a couple of months. But they will not involve her in a discussion about how we truly engage government to really make some substantive change or foundational changes in the community. They're not going to do that. They come around every 4 years, but they won't pass a piece of policy. Even today, they had the House, the Senate at one time before it was tied, and the presidency. They didn't pass one criminal justice bill. They didn't take nothing through the sentencing commission. And so I get upset with these moments that we have because we don't push the things that we think are important. Lastly, since we're talking about politics, Project 2025, everybody was upset with it.